Angels is to bring this Navy, the best of your Navy and Marine Corps, to people all over the country. Are y'all ready for the Blue Angels? Well, you heard that little stinger says not quite good enough. I'm getting word that we have to try it again. Are you ready for the Blue Angels? The next voice you hear will be that of the narrator for the Blue Angels. He's from Lawton, Oklahoma. He is Lieutenant Commander Andre Webb. It is with a great deal of pride that I present to you your Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 60th flight demonstration of the 2018 season. I'm Lieutenant Commander Andre Webb, the narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here in Jacksonville, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you. Observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels, from League City, Texas, Commander Eric Doyle. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant Commander Damon Cruz. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Memphis, Tennessee, Major Jeff Mullins. Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Danville, California, Lieutenant Commander Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Commander Tyler Davies. And flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Wamego, Kansas, Lieutenant Commander Brandon Hempler. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into their jets, you are witnessing the teamwork found in every Navy and Marine Corps unit. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support crew and pilots, we invite you to follow the team on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, the Blue Angels received jet aircraft with the straight-winged F-9 F-2 Panther. the predecessor of the swept-winged F-9 F-8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we transitioned to the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this supersonic jet until 1974 when we received the A-4 Skyhawk. We are now in our 32nd year flying the combat-proven Boeing FA-18 Hornet. The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear a description of the checks they are performing. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing FA-18 Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 1983. afternoon. This degree of precision has become a trademark of the Blue Angels since first established 72 years ago.
You're clear for takeoff. Have a good one. Thanks, Flo. Clear for takeoff. So, ready to rock, Jacksonville, boss. So clear for takeoff. The wings are calm. Check your parking brake off. Check your nose wheel steering on maneuver. Dive in. Have some pace. Pass Carol. Turn up wheel 9. Let's fire up one more time for Jacksonville, Florida. Turn up.
Now to your left, Commander Doyle calls smoke on. Off brakes now. Burners ready now, and the Blue Angel Diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, you will notice that the smoke is not visible while the engines are an afterburner. The smoke comes on as Commander Doyle calls for the D selection of afterburner. Pulling through the horizon, you will roll a formation 180 degrees to the upright position, completing the half Q&A on takeoff. As they pull to complete this looping maneuver. Back to the right, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are rolling. Blue Angel number 5 will perform the dirty roll on takeoff, while Blue Angel number 6 executes a precise low transition and pitches up vertically at 6 times the force of gravity. From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. Then push forward on the stick as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. Flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the diamond aileron roll. Here's Commander Doyle. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Davies and Lieutenant Commander Hippler will establish a mirror image formation. But look closely, for both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortis. The Diamond Dirty Loop. To the left, Lieutenant Commander Davies is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn radius of the F-18. He'll execute a 7.5G afterburning turn and exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Hornet's slow-speed climb capability. The Blue Angel, double Farble. From behind the spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are making their approach to the flight line at 400 miles. Having rolled their aircraft 270 degrees and crossed with minimum separation, observe as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross over show center. have established a left echelon formation. Approaching center point, Commander Doyle will roll the entire formation 360 degrees into the three wingmen. During this extremely difficult maneuver, Lieutenant Commander Scott on the outpost position will experience 4 times the displacement generated by Commander Doyle's aircraft. From the left, the Blue Angel left echelon roll.
Shoot, I keep it light, stay out of the fight. No one's gonna listen to me. If I write a song, preaching what is wrong, will they let me sing on TV? Should I keep it light? Is that right?
Completing the roll to the right, observe as the three wingmen smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel diamond. The Blue Angels 5 and 6 have your attention. You've seen firsthand the ability of a tactical aircraft at high speed to sneak into a target area virtually undetected. Lieutenant Commander Hipple will complete the maneuver with a series of vertical rolls, while Lieutenant Commander Davey perform the very difficult 5-plane line abreast salute.
All about my transgression, still in my
As they exit to the left, Commander Doyle calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5. Approaching center point, they'll climb up through vertical and shift back into the Blue Angel diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel, vertical break. Lieutenant Commander Davies and Lieutenant Commander Hempler approaching to demonstrate the impressive pitch rate of the F-18s. Crossing center point, they'll execute a maximum performance climb with a split S reversal, bringing their aircraft back over show center. roll the formation 90 degrees and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver.
Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. No need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby,
As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel barrel roll brake.
Yeah, it's blurry.
From behind the crowd, Commander Doyle is rolling out the diamond for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back toward the flight line. You should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as all four aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. This section, High Alpha Pass.
I'm at an all-time
Ready, roll.
As the two solo pilots exit behind the crowd to the right, the three wingmen are in the final stages of the rendezvous and will soon be back on the wings of Commander Doyle and Blue Angel number 1. With the fleur-de-lis rendezvous complete, the Diamond will pass before you and exit the flight line to the right. Passing through vertical, Commander Doyle tilts his head back, picking up the flight line here at NAS Jax. Over the top, he's floating the formation to place him directly over show center. Now watch as Commander Doyle calls, smoke on, ready break. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a 1/2 Cuban 8 reversal turn. As they pull up and over the top, you should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll their aircraft 180 degrees and head back towards show center. From 6 separate directions, they'll converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation at a combined closure rate of over 1,000 miles per hour. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel, Delta Breakout. Rolling out on final, they'll make constant power and line-up corrections to maintain the optimum descent rate for the proper touchdown point. demonstration pilots you've been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angel team. The men and women in blue uniforms standing before you are members of the elite Blue Angel maintenance crew. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have each year for the past 72 years provided us with the aircraft availability necessary to perform each of these demonstrations. As the aircraft taxi back, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the Blue Angel maintenance crew. Command Master Chief Chris Ziegler from West Monroe, Louisiana. Maintenance Master Chief Matthew Heathcote from Bradford, Illinois. Maintenance Chief Michael Galloway from Helena, Georgia. And Chris Massacon from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Crew Coordinator Darius Austin from Panama City, Florida. Crew Chief Number 1 Robert Fitzpatrick from St. Louis, Missouri. First Mech Brandon Williams from Jacksonville, Florida. Crew Chief Number 2 Roderick Stevenson from Farmington, New Mexico. First Mech Nicole Oviedo from Los Angeles, California. Crew Chief Number 3 Morgan Alvarez from New Orleans, Louisiana. First Mech Michael Hartwell from Westmoreland, New York. Crew Chief Number 4 Sylvia Toth from Davenport, New York. First Mech Daniel Yater from Decula, Georgia. Crew Chief Number 5 Brandon Bates from Cocoa Beach, Florida. First Mech Felix Rayer from Nanakuli, Hawaii. Crew Chief Number 6 Aldrich Kittles from Waynesboro, Georgia. First Mech Allison Erickson from Chester, Virginia. The 78 Crew Chief Robert Weinershausen from Sterling, Virginia. Runway Truck Alert Crew Ori Hinkle from Chicago, Illinois. Troy Press from Gallatin, Tennessee. Scott Tomes from Louisville, Kentucky. Clinton Jason Gladfelter from Holtwood, Pennsylvania. And Chris Maxheimer from Mount Pulaski, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Maintenance Crew 2018. Taxiing just off to your right, the Blue Angels will be turning into the parking area momentarily. After completing a short maintenance debrief, the team will be coming to the crowd line where you will have an opportunity to meet them. As they step away from their aircraft, I would like to take one final opportunity to introduce the 6 demonstration pilots you've been watching perform here this afternoon. Having secured their engines, the pilots will simultaneously exit their aircraft on a signal from Commander Doyle. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here in Jacksonville this, our 60th flight demonstration of the 2018 season. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Wamego, Kansas, Lieutenant Commander Brandon Hempler. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Commander Tyler Davies. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Danville, California, Lieutenant Commander Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Memphis, Tennessee, Major Jeffrey Michael Mullins. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant Commander Damon Cruz. And flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from League City, Texas, Commander Eric Doyle. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the Blue Angels 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it up and down the line for the Blue Angels. And a big round of applause for the voice of the Blue Angels from Lawton, Oklahoma, Lieutenant Commander Andre Webb. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that puts a wrap on the show. The Blue Angels will be down in the general admission area just past Blue Angel number 1 to the west to sign autographs after a little while. But I have to tell you, at air shows around the country, people are leaving before the Blues are done.